Please open in your learning workbook to page 214. We're going to do some ALEKS problems involving exponential equations of type 1. All right, so first a reminder, what does exponential of type 1 looks like? It looks like this. Base raised to exponent equals base raised to exponent, where the two bases are powers of the same number. All right, so solve for x. 16 raised to the 4x plus 2 equals 2 raised to the 12x. So the first thing we note about this problem is that the bases are different numbers, a 2 and a 16. So we cannot simply set these exponents equal to each other, yet we have to make the bases the same first. So let's write the prime factorization of 16. 16 is the same thing as 4 times 4. 4 is the same thing as 2 times 2. So we could say that 16 is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 to the 4th power. So what we're going to do here is we're going to replace this 16 with 2 to the 4th power. So instead of 16 being raised to the 4x plus 2, it's going to be 2 to the 4th raised to the 4x plus 2. On the right side, we're not going to make any changes. Okay, now, obviously a circle is not a mathematical symbol, but I could very easily turn it into one by just doing a little bit of erasing at the top and bottom, and now I've got some nice parentheses. So what this is telling me is that 2 to the 4th raised to the 4x plus 2 equals 2 to the 12x. Now I'm going to use the power to a power rule of exponents and multiply these exponents together. So the base will be 2, and the exponent will be 4 times 4x plus 2. Again, no changes made on the right-hand side. All right, so now the bases exactly match. Once the bases match exactly, you don't need them anymore. Just set the exponents equal to each other. So then we're going to have 4 times 4x plus 2 equals 12x. Distribute 16x plus 8 equals 12x. Move terms so that they're on appropriate sides. 16x minus 12x equals negative 8. 4x equals negative 8. Divide by 4 on both sides. X equals negative 2. All right, we found our solution. Now, can we check our answer? Of course we can. Let's do it. Since this is an equation, we go back to our original problem statement, and anywhere we see an x, we're going to put a negative 2. All right, so there are two x's. Both of them have a multiplying neighbor. So that means that this negative 2 has to be put in parentheses. All right, and we can simplify here. This is negative 8 plus 2, which is negative 6. So we get 16 raised to the negative 6 equals, and this is 2 raised to the negative 24. So this is where you pick up your calculator and you enter both of those values. All right, 16 raised to the negative 6 is a very small number. 0 point, there are a bunch of zeros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros and a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros and a 6. And then on the other side, we have 2 raised to the negative 24th power, which is the exact same value. 0.7 zeros and a 6. This proves that our answer, x equals negative 2, is the correct answer.